Hello YouTube fam, how y'all doing? It's your Uncle Tim. This is Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews, the channel where I rant and I review. I'm your host, Uncle Tim. Dude, I done paid off my credit cards and debt and shit like that, and here come Christmas, punk ass, bro. I'm already damn near in the red with credit already because I'm like, I don't got enough of money to buy shit for people. Rent now. I was trying to get stuff down. As soon as I got stuff down, here go the bills going back up, bro. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, I said, damn. I'm just sitting here thinking to myself, boy, somebody said in the comment section, they said, boy, to get all those toys that he had when he doing all these reviews, he must have took out a second mortgage on his home. No, shit. You just see good deals and you just buy them, bro. That ain't the problem. Everybody wants something, dude, that cost a lot of money. And I'm sitting here like, man, I don't know if you thinking about this. Oh, no, I need this, daddy. I need that. Fuck, you a grown-ass man. You ain't no little bitty kid anymore. You ain't 15. You 22. The other motherfucker close to 30. I'm like, you got kids. I'm sitting here like I'm going to buy for your kids, give you some money, push it on. Dude, look, I'm looking at it just like this. I'm not at ATM, bro. Shit, I'm tired. I'm sitting here thinking how to make $1 out of 15 cents. Shit, I'm sitting here thinking to myself, I might have to get out here and sell some ass or something. No, let me stop before somebody try to take me up on that bullshit. But anyway, man, I'm sitting here thinking to myself, man, like, man, people don't realize what you actually go through, bro. Like I said, right when you get your shit paid off, here come this shit. Then you get something going on with your car where the battery won't start. Like the car won't cut on because of the battery dead. You like, man, I gotta jump this battery, then I gotta go get a new battery. You like, oh, like, you see what I mean? See, I'm not talking that random stuff. I'm talking about that grown man shit that hits you, that you sit back. See, I hear these young people talking about, see, I want this, and this. I remember, my kids used to have these big long-ass lists. I said, you know what? You don't work. You don't pay no bills. You don't understand. Now, all of a sudden that they work and pay bills, they understand. That shit is something. Dude, I'm sitting here thinking to myself, man, shit, I'm tired. I'm frustrated, man. I'm sitting here trying to understand what the hell I'm doing, man. I'm still kind of jet lagged, and it's damn near 2 weeks or a week and a half later. I'm sitting here trying to understand some stuff, trying to tell people some stuff. But people don't want to hear what you saying. People don't want to understand what you going through. All they want you to do is understand what they going through, listen to their problems, and just say everything is going to be all right. Sometimes it's not. Things are not going to always be all right. Sometimes things going to be bad. Sometimes shit gotta be bad. That's just how life is. Life is not fair. It's not. And I realized that a long time ago, man, when I get out here and I got to do all the stuff that I don't want to do. Getting out there when it's time to shovel snow, shoveling snow. Dude, when you older with health issues, bro, shit, you don't want to shovel no snow. Hell, you been laid out there holding your damn chest. That heavy, wet-ass snow, boy, you playing with me. See, this is what people don't understand. People think of stuff and think it's all fun and games all the time. This stuff is not always fun and it's not always games. Sometimes you just gonna deal with some stuff and you just gonna have to say to yourself, man, I'm just tired. I just want to do something different today. I just want to, do this and that. And, somebody said, hell, I didn't see you go to Ross or nothing this weekend. Shit, I ain't got no money for Ross. Dude, I had money for Ross when I had money for Ross. But, man, when it's time to pay bills, bills come first, bro. Shit, at the end of the day, that shit's second. All this shit is secondary. The main shit is having a roof over your head. Being able to provide. That's what it is, bro. Not sitting here just like, oh, man. Dude, real life shit going on. Bro, I'm like, I ain't getting this person nothing for Christmas. I ain't getting that person nothing for Christmas. Or that person. Do you ever buy somebody some shit for Christmas and they look at you after you done bought them something and it ain't bought you shit? Didn't tell you the gift you got them is cheap. You sitting there thinking your broke ass. Talking about you ain't give me no present this year. I said, you never got me one. What you mean? I said, hell, for the last 10 years, you never bought me one. So I figured we don't buy gifts. So I stopped that shit 5 years ago. Shit, I stopped at 9. If you ain't buying me nothing the first time, I ain't buying you nothing. Dude, I ain't got time for that. Dude, I used to love buying gifts. I used to buy my whole damn family a gift. And it's a lot of them. Dude, nobody bought my kids any damn thing. And yes, it did. That shit really got on my nerve. Nobody bought my kids nothing. But I was buying other people's shit, kids, and every damn thing. I'm like, you can't even buy my kid a damn toy? What are we doing? Bro, this is what I'm talking about. This is why I say some people ain't worth your damn time. I don't give a damn if they're your family or your friends or your significant other. Man, if people ain't got your back, leave them where the hell they at. Bro, man, friend told me something the other day. He said, man, I ain't talked to this guy in 25 years, man. Me and him was real close. I said, man, did you miss him? He said, what you mean? I said, did you miss him? He said, man, I don't even know where you're going with this because it don't sound right. I said, nah, that ain't where I'm going with it. I'm saying, did you think of this person? Like, man, I wonder what's up with such and such. We used to hang out over here. We used to do this. We used to go to the club over here. He said, no. I said, this shit, you ain't missing nothing, man. If you haven't thought about a person, ain't seen a person, leave it where it's at. You don't owe nobody nothing, man. 25 years ago, dude, that's a whole long ass time. You don't know what that person about now. Could be a damn serial killer right now. You don't know, and it ain't your job to know. Bro, sometimes we gotta sit back and call it out, man. I'm sitting here thinking to myself, I was trying to pay something one day, man, and, like I said, dude, I would help people with shit. But, man, look, I would used to back in the day, help people pay rent and shit. Family members when they were down and, they needed help, everybody come together. Dude, when I needed that exact same help, nobody would help me. Oh, man, just try to push it together and try to see what you can scrape up. I'm like, ain't this a bitch? I said, man, done helped your ass 3 or 4 times. Shit happened again, and it's like, I need everybody help. I was like, man, I can't help you. Nah, I'm good. Like, why you can't help? I said, nobody can help me, so shit, I'm not trying. But see, it don't supposed to be like that. Yes, it does. If you can't help me, I can't help you. If you only taking and not giving anything back, man, stay where the hell you at. Dude, I have grown up. Dude, you ever been around family that's older than you and they treating you like you a damn kid? And you in your damn, at the time, I was in my damn 40s talking to me like I'm a damn kid. I said, look, I'm going to tell you what I'm about to do. In front of every damn body that was in there. It had to be like 20 motherfuckers in there. In front of everybody. I said, I'm going to tell you what I'm about to do. I said, I'm about to get my shit, get up, and get up out of here. I said, before I say something that I shouldn't. I said, I'm not your kid. I'm a whole grown-ass man. You don't pay none of my bills. You don't finance me. You don't do a damn thing. Dude, I was going to fuck off. When I got up and left up out of there, man, that was about it. Dude, I didn't look back. People in there trying to psychoanalyze you, tell you, everything that you doing wrong and the stuff you need to be doing right. Motherfucker, get out of here. You ain't even got your shit together. Trying to tell me how to have mine together. At least have your shit together before you tell any damn body. Dude, I tell anybody, don't stay somewhere where you're not appreciated or celebrated. People in there tolerating you. You in there bringing the liquor. You bringing the most expensive shit. They want you to bring the liquor and you don't drink. Oh, bring the liquor, bring the beer, and bring this. And I'm like, hell no. You want me to bring $180 worth of fucking liquor? I'm sitting here thinking to my damn self, you lost your mind. I don't drink. Shit. Like, man, you never showed up. I said, man, look, I ain't got time for that. Man, please. That year I went to McDonald's and brung my ass home. Dude, I ain't got time to play with people. I ain't got time to deal with people who don't got their damn shit right. Whereas you sitting here undecided about everything. Well, I'm going to host, Thanksgiving. Well, I'm not going to host Thanksgiving. I'm going to host a party on, Halloween. Okay, so we don't have a party on Halloween. What time do you want people to show up? What you want people to bring? I'm not bringing liquor. Letting you know. I'm not about to waste my money. Dude, I'm not. It's not like I'm going to drink it in. You don't try to keep it all any damn way. So, no. Bro, you just wasted my damn time. Bro, you know what? This is why I'm who I am. Bro, you got to be real, man. Because I'm sitting here thinking right now, I was just frustrated. I said, I done got all them damn bills down. Down! And they going right back up because of Christmas and shit that is beyond my control. And I know you're supposed to have a rainy day fund for a rainy day fund. Had a rainy day fund, then had another rainy day fund, then had another rainy day fund. Bruh, I don't know how many rainy day funds you're supposed to have. Don't you supposed to live at least? You just supposed to have rainy day funds in case shit happen. You see what's happening to people now, man. I know people at my job just dropping dead. I'm like, damn, what's in the water? I don't want to drink none of that. Like, what you mean? I said, man, people are falling out here. No disrespect to them, their loved ones, or they're passing, but man, I'm looking at it just like this. You gotta live your life during your life, not at the end. I'm gonna wait for retirement and do this. They trying to raise retirement to 70. How the hell you gonna live then? Used to be older people, around about at the age of 60 and stuff like that. They used to buy Cadillacs and they used to drive, into the sunset, him and his wife down south, to Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, those places, Arkansas, those places right there. They would drive off into the sunset and live their best life, even in Florida. Those 5 places, they live in their life because those were cheap ass states. And that's where they took their money and they went and lived. Bruh, you try to carry your ass to these places now, they're expensive as hell. And I've been thinking to myself, I don't know what I'm expecting, man. People look at me and they be like, hey, Unc, man, dude, it seemed like you just got constant problems. Look like you just rant about everything. I'm supposed to rant about every damn thing. Because we going through everything. Motherfucker, you ain't just going through random ass problems. You got a lot of issues going on. Some people going through relationship problems. Some people going through family problems. Some of them having kid problems where these kids don't want to leave home. Oh, it's hard out there. What the hell you think I've been doing all these years? Man, my mama told me when I got my damn job, she told me to give her damn, what she say out of there? She told me to give like $20 or $30. I was hip, like every time I got, I think it was like every time I got paid. Dude, I'm like, man, you just robbing me, right? She said, where you gonna go when you gonna pay $60 damn? She said, look, I feed you. You got a roof over your head, light and gas. You ain't really wanting for nothing. You gotta contribute here. And I understood that. Bruh, later on I understood it because when I got out on my own, I was like, man, you gotta be playing. Rent is like $800. Rent was $500 when I moved. When I was out there for like the 3rd or 4th time, because, by myself. Because I was with, in relationships and stuff like that. And these chicks were just on some BS, bro. Like I said, when shit going good and they get bored, they get out here and want to do all type of crazy shit. And you just sitting there thinking to yourself like, man, all it takes for a woman is to get bored and she just lose her mind out here. But, not all women, but some. Man, and I'm just sitting here thinking to myself, man, then my wife sees stuff that she constantly wants, and I don't blame her. For Christmas, we got lists and stuff like that, but, still, you buy some stuff off the list, But, at the end of the day, man, that's what life is about. You constantly see stuff, man, and you just want it. You're like, man, I would love to have this. Man, is that wrong? No. Man, I've been sitting here trying to understand some stuff. I want us all to be on the same page and, feel each other, man. Sometimes you don't feel like cooking. Restaurant food come in handy sometimes. And sometimes that's where the money go. Sometimes it has to go there. Sometimes you are at a place in your life where you're like, man, I just don't feel like cooking. My energy is gone. I'm tired. I just want to lay down. And, after we eat, I just want to lay down. I don't want to cook. My wife told me that. I'm like, okay. The day before yesterday, I took us out. We went to this place that we've been to before, but the food is fantastic. Man, it's crazy how sometimes we don't understand how shit is. You got to have those times in your relationships where you still have date nights and still talking to one another about each other's days, bro. Otherwise, I'm going to tell you, shit'll go south quick. You got to listen to that person. And she was telling me about we really need to start saving. And I was explaining. I said, we got all these damn rainy day funds, and them rainy days came, and them funds got depleted. Not trying to build it back up again, dude, it's kind of hard. I think a lot of people don't see that. I think a lot of people don't see when rainy days happen that, They just don't come off like $50, you know, or $20. Sometimes rainy days could be $1,000 a pop. And you just like, man, I just want you to hear what I'm saying and just understand it, man. But to later, peace out, fam.